great game, and glad we got the victory, obviously, but really excited about, uh, I mean, just the overall, all three phases, the guys played their butts off, and the fans were amazing tonight in the stadium. You guys could feel it, the energy, and glad that we were able to make the plays. We knew that it would take all three phases to do this, and we knew that it would be a fight to the end, and have to give a lot of credit to Utah for the performance. Obviously, we just made a couple more plays than they did, but I think this is a good moment for our team, and it's good to see those guys and good to get the victory, but more importantly, just really proud of the guys working hard and having it come all together. And so we still got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to take this time to just express my love for Kyle Whittingham, and I think it's interesting when I'm just glad that I know he would get his guys ready, and I think a lot of times people misunderstand him because of the competitiveness that we have, and if we're all getting judged on our competitiveness, then I think sometimes that makes it hard for people to understand. And I'm just going to tell you that he's a mentor of mine, and so I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. And there's a lot of us on this coaching staff that wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. And he's one of the best coaches I've ever known, and so appreciate him. I told him that pre-game before, and regardless of the result, I hope he knows how much I appreciate him, and I hope our people, our fans, can understand that he's extremely competitive, and but he's a great man, and he took a chance on me, made me a coordinator, mentored me, and we had many opportunities where other people tried to come and take him from Salt Lake City, and he gave me some amazing advice as we talked through it, and I know the Utah fans appreciate him and what he's done there, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows that and just give him his flowers for what he's done, and hope everybody can just appreciate him for the man that he is, the coach, and everything that he's been as a mentor to me. So, that being said, this is great. We got to win, and we've got a little bit of a streak here going, and so I'm not trying to tell fans what to do because we told them not to storm the field. They did it anyways, but I just hope that our fans would understand that we're on a win streak right now. We know what it felt like to be on the other side of that before, and so to show respect. You guys do anyways. The majority of our fans do, but show respect to our opponents, and I just feel like it's really important for me to say that at this time, that if we're going to break the cycle in this situation where you're kind of it's like the pride cycle that we learned from the scriptures. If anyone can break the cycle of being kind and not stepping on your opponents when they're down, and try to find ways to uplift them, and just appreciate we're in the Big 12 together. It's amazing. I never thought this would ever be possible, that we're in the Big 12 together and we get to play this game and be partners with this wonderful conference. And but with that being said, I'm really excited about the environment. I think it was one of the top crowds that we've ever had, right? Yeah. And that's awesome, and just but it was a great game, and I'm just glad that we were able to get that victory. But we've got to figure some things out for next week, because last year we won this game and we didn't win the next one, and the same thing happened to Utah. So as emotional and as excited we are to win this game, I got 9 a.m. church tomorrow, so I got to be there, and so we got to put this one away and then move on and find ways to stay humble. Stay hungry and get ready for the next week, because this does take a lot out of you, but we've got to find a way to perform at our best next week, and we'll work on that. But great game, great victory, and I'm happy for the fans and happy for everyone involved. So what questions do you guys have for me?
Kalani, when you look at what Barrett did for 4 quarters, he showed quite a bit of composure. He did get sacked a couple of times in the first quarter, but then no sacks the rest of the game. He had no turnovers. How do you feel like he kind of responded to the pressure of going against such a tough defense and being in this kind of environment?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job, and this is not an easy game to prep for, even all week, and we did it on homecoming week, so we made a big deal about it, and I just saw this young freshman come to work every day and watch film, study, practice, and make mistakes in practice and correct them and get himself ready. I wish I could take credit for that. That's not me. I'll tell you he's made that way, but also I think everybody should give credit to A-Rod and the way that he's mentored him and brought him along. Everything that we did from the beginning when we knew that we would start a true freshman at quarterback was deliberate from week one to where we're at right now. And so, we still have some work to do before we get to the next one, and we'll try to get that done. But he's been an amazing person to work with, and we're getting all excited. I'm trying to get going, and he's like, "Coach, you need to keep going because they got more plays. They're going to need us again." And he's the one keeping me in check. You know what I mean? But love the physical way he plays, and he's a tough kid. I mean, that was a hard hit that he took. Was that Lander that hit him? Yeah, it was a tough hit, and I mean, he's a tough kid, and he'll be a little sore tomorrow, but it'll heal quickly with the win.
18-2 in your last 20. Did you see that coming?
What happened on those two? That's the ones that bother me the most. Yeah. No, I mean it's. I'm just going to try to do my best, and these guys will do the work. You know what I mean, and try to have fun. I actually am having a great time coaching these young men and being around these fans, and so yeah, I wish I could say I saw it coming, but I'm just taking it day to day and week by week, and then honestly, just super grateful and just appreciate the opportunity that I have. It's still a dream to me because I grew up BYU fan, cheering for guys like Whittingham and others, and Robbie Bosco and Steve Young and Ty Detmer and all those, and then I got to play for Lavelle, which was an amazing dream of mine. Then I get to be the head coach, and so I'm living a great dream, and I'm trying to appreciate as much as possible.
Kalani, the defense you're a defensive guy. How big were those fourth down stops? You had, I think, 3 of them inside your own 30-yard line that could have been real game changers if they'd gone the other way.
Yeah, that's the game. I mean, I think we talked about it's going to come down to the trenches, and you have to give Utah a lot of credit. I mean, they made it really difficult for us, and I mean, when you look at the stats, Jay's not going to be excited about all the stats, but the stat that matters the most is the win, and probably the turnover margin. I think Kyle would tell you the same. So I think when we put ourselves in that position, good things can happen for you, but there's definitely a lot of things that we can fix. Just because we won the game doesn't mean that we have work to do. We got work to do, and we'll start that on Monday. But we've got a long ways, but I like the progress that we're making, and just glad that we have a good hands team that can see that the ball's spinning and didn't get to 10 yards yet. So smart kids and well coached. All the coaches, I'm proud of all of them, how they prepped these guys and got them ready, not just for this game, but for the entire season.
Coach, what went into the decision to go for it instead of kicking the field goal late in the fourth?
I don't know. I just wanted to go for it. Just because I'm a fan. And no, I felt like I wish it was a little closer, but I felt like we could take a chance and just throw the ball. And I felt good about the defense, the way they're playing, and it almost backfired on me. But I'm still learning too, so maybe I made a mistake there. But I know that they can get after field goals and things like that. And I just felt like we were in a good spot. I like our chances of converting or even getting a touchdown there. But it could be a mistake that I made, but it's okay.
Talon's recovery on that punt cover, it seemed to come right at the right time when Utah was getting a lot of momentum. How pivotal was that for your team going into that?
Yeah, and it wasn't a great kick by Sammy, and so I think just the style that he kicks is really difficult for people to catch, But there's a mistake that they made, and we were able to capitalize and get the ball. So that was nice, but I felt like we still left a lot of plays out there that we could have made. But a lot of that is the credit of, Dampier is a great athlete. He makes people miss, and that was a physical line, that blocked really well. And they caught us on a fly sweep for, how many yards was that? And that's embarrassing because we're better than that, but you have to give them credit. I think there was a great game plan on both sides, and we just ended up getting the win by 3 points, and I'll take it. So
You've mentioned many times that you're a fan. You grew up a fan. For the fans, they haven't experienced a 3-game winning streak since the early 90s. How special is that for you maybe internally to be able to provide that to the fans that have been so supportive over the years, a 3-game winning streak?
They've been great, and they reminded me about this game when I first got the job, and so a lot of times it didn't go our way. I think I went for 2 in the first year and didn't get it done. It's just like we're trying our best, and sometimes it works out our way, sometimes it doesn't. But I love this game, and I love that I saw a lot of lot of husband and wife. They were walking down, and they're wearing one's wearing red, the other one's wearing blue, and most of the kids wearing blue too. So I think this is the same thing in my household. My older brother and sister went to the U, and obviously I coached there. So this is no different for me than it is for everybody else out there. But now that we have a win streak, that's why I'm just asking for a little bit more civility and understanding and just some kindness. If anyone's going to do it, it'll be our fan base, because that's just what I'm not trying to tell the fans what to do. I'm just telling you how I live my life and how much joy it's given me to respect our opponents, and especially University of Utah and what they've done for me. So I know that maybe they've done more for me than they would a normal fan or any of our fans that stands, but it's a fun way to live life, and just to be respectful and honor the game even more than we have before. And if anyone's going to do it, it'll be our fans.
What were your thoughts on that 22-yard run by Bear to get you guys up by 2 possessions?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. I mean, I thought it was a great call, and we just wanted to put it on his shoulders, and it paid off. I mean, he's tough. He's a good player, and I think I thought he made some really good play. Made some guys miss, and he's super tough, and it's good to have him and LJ in the backfield. And I thought the O-line did a great job getting some knockback, because the yards weren't easy. They were hard-earned yards that our running back and our quarterback and everybody had to make. But we're getting some good push up front. I thought it was a good battle for knowing how physical their O-line and D-line is, and then our guys answering the call. I thought it was a great battle for us, a good step for our program.
You guys committed 0 turnovers tonight. How critical was ball security, especially when Utah just kept hanging around until that fourth quarter?
It's critical, but I think at the same time, if you're too worried about that, then you don't make some of the big plays, and Bear doesn't make some of the big throws that he did. And so I think it's impossible to think you're going to play the entire season without turnovers, or even a game. It happens sometimes. I just like the aggression and the answer if something does go wrong that we've had in the past couple of weeks especially. Just like to see these guys build momentum and create it and stick with it. That's what I want, but you have to give Utah credit. I mean, it was a back and forth game, and I think we made more plays than they did, and maybe turnovers were the big key. But we knew that it would come down to one of those things, and that we would have we'd get the benefit of being at home. The crowd was loud. It was awesome. It was so much fun, man. It's just the hair on my arm just stand up just thinking about it. So it was an amazing night, and thank you to the fans.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, thank you.